Nick here from Ranch Armor, another install guy with my boy Coy here. All right, guys, now the roof, I'm going to just be up front with you before we get into hardware. The roof is already on. We have limited time with this unit before it leaves. We wanted to make sure we got an install video out before the next one came in, just in case people started installing these before the next one rolled in. So let's go through the hardware first, guys. Hardware. You are going to keep your factory hardware from your roof as follows. Take a look here. Coy, what are these called again?
Body panel clips.
Body panel clips. So we got 8 of your body panel clips and 8 of your little, they look like wood screws. They're not, but they're little Torx screws for like plastic and whatnot, and they go into your body panel clips here. All right. Those are what you're going to keep from your factory roof. Take factory roof off. Keep your headliner and headliner components, as well as these parts right here. Now, let's go over tools needed. Nice little impact. 1/2-inch open-ended wrench. As far as socket goes, guys, here, 1/2-inch socket. And guys, this is very, very important. You cannot do this job without it. You need a T25 Torx bit, okay? Hardware, we are going to provide you 2-inch 5/16 bolts with a washer, 8 of those. We're gonna go with a 5/16 by 1.5 with a nylock nut and 2 washers, 2 of those. And then 2 1-inch by 3/8 with a nylock nut and 2 washers. 2 of these clips, and they are insulated for vibration dampening. And then you're going to get a small roll of 1-inch compression foam, and we'll show you what that's for here in a minute. We're gonna get started. All right, so you heard me mention you keep your headliner components. You keep the front, the back, and the center. Now let me make this very clear. The roof install for the open cab is almost identical, except you don't have this, okay? So if you have an open cab, you can do the same install process, but you don't have this. And this is also included on your closed cab model. Guess what? Get rid of it. So again, to make this clear, you keep your front headliner, your rear headliner that you've removed, and your centerpiece that covers your roll bar. And we're gonna show you what to do with that in terms of reattaching it to our roof here momentarily. Very important step. The only thing we've done on this unit is remove the factory plastic top and pull the headliner down. We have now placed our top on top of this unit. We have it propped up by this beautiful weld box here to show you a very important step. This is your first step, probably before you even put the roof on. That 1-inch compression foam I showed you earlier, you're gonna line between these 2 channels. It's about 1 foot long, and it's a compression foam, so it's gonna sit on the body itself, compress down, and that makes it watertight between these 2 pieces. Once you do that, you can go ahead. Let's see if I'm strong enough. As you saw, I struggled. Set it down, and voila, you're sealed. Let's get started. First step in terms of bolting on and connecting are these locator brackets right next to your switch panel here. If Coy would move his hand, I could see it. Right there, that's gonna be your first bolt we're putting in, guys. Next one is to the right of center, above this factory box that CFMOTO has. Bolt this on, and again, we're just hand tightening everything, guys. Nothing gets tight until the end.
All right, so now you're gonna put on these body panel clips. So they all have designated spots with a ton of adjustment, just in case you put it on there and it's not in the right spot.
Look at that, Coy took care of y'all with some adjustment.
So you're gonna install all these.
How many are there?
There are 6 in the front and 2 in the back, equaling 8. So you're gonna put all these on. You wanna make sure you just put them on there just right. There's 2 on the other side.
Perfect.
Goes in the shell. Oh.
A little finicky, guys. Some of them may fight you a little bit, but they'll go on.
And then your last one for the front is right there. Okay, so there is your front done. Your rear. So you have your last 2 body panel clips. One's gonna be here, and one's gonna be here on this opposite corner. And this will allow you to attach your headliner from
Factory roof.
your factory roof.
Oh yeah, awesome. Hey, can you tell them what's gonna happen with this harness, or are we not getting there yet?
We're not getting there yet.
Perfect. All right, let's go. Coy states that putting the headliner up, guys, is actually very difficult to do with one person to kind of get started. It's possible, but he's also done it a few times, so having a second person help will make all the difference. We're gonna kind of go over this the best we can.
Okay, so your first 2 points of contact are always gonna be these 4 front pieces. So you have 2 here and 2 here. That'll allow you to manipulate this top in any which way that you need. That way you can stuff it up in there and align your clips, and you should be good. So you are going to align these screws with your body panel clips.
And there's 2 on each side on the front piece, right,
Yeah.
Coy? Okay.
And they'll screw right in.
Perfect.
I'll leave you with this. So you have 2 in the middle here that are kind of hidden, right? So you're going to align it how you need to be, and then from there you can screw it in right about there.
So this one, guys, may take a minute to locate, but it will locate, and Coy here made sure that he designed these slots to be plenty of play. All right, final one in, guys. As you can see, those locators and those factory clips take the sag out. I want to point out that after you put these 2 center ones in here, when you put the plastic piece and the rear piece up, this other part gets sucked up. So don't worry, have faith. It will all look absolute factory here momentarily. You want to prop the rear up, find anything 2x4, a little block of something, prop the rear up because you want to be able to pop this over your factory speaker. If you have one on your cab model or open cab model, you just want to be able to prop this up over so we can get the connection points lined up. All right, Coy says the front is the hardest. I think the back is actually a little more difficult because when you prop it up, you got to kind of then release the roof back on top of the headliner, pull it through to line up with your slots right here, which is what we're doing. And it will take some finagling, but don't worry, it is possible and it will look good.
So once you get your back headliner in here, you're gonna wanna put on your loop clamp, and your loop clamp is gonna go around the frame. It's gonna line up here. I preemptively poke this hole, so if you just get a screwdriver, whatever it may be, just to poke through, and you will hit this. If you wanna back up real quick, Nick, I can show you. You wanna hit this bracket. You have an oval right here that you're gonna punch into, and that'll give you enough room to thread that bolt and mount the back.
Perfect. All right, first bolt's getting tightened, driver's side rear. Clamp around, good to go. First one's always the hardest, guys. As you can see, we haven't put the rear window piece up that seals there, but your headliner will kind of hang back. And this is the second clamp we're putting on in the back here. And again, it's all about finagling it through the headliner and mounting it with our mount on our top and getting all that done. That's the hardest part.
Okay, so now you are aligning your rear headliner to your body clips.
So same thing as the front, lining them up.
Yeah.
Using that T25, right?
Yeah, same thing.
Tighten it back up. So this is the easy part now, guys. It really starts to come together. You know, there's always a couple of hard steps to get to the easy ones. Butter. All right, remember that plastic piece we told you you're gonna keep, just like the front and rear headliner? What are we doing with this, Coy?
So you're gonna set yourself up for success on this one. So you need your...
All right, Coy, what do we got going on here?
So you're gonna take this middle plastic section.
This is another finicky part, guys.
You're
It's
gonna
finicky.
hit the threaded hole that's already underneath here.
So the holes are threaded from the factory, ranch armor. You're gonna bolt those in, be very careful. Take your time, line them up.
So you are going to hit...
This is the plastic piece, guys, that goes across the middle and connects the 2 headliners, tightens them up, cinches them up, and we are tightening the bolts up to the threaded holes of the roof. Very, very finicky process. Take your time, use a light, phone, friend, candle, whatever, and get these bolts to line up. So this will snug this up, guys, and we're gonna tuck the headliner in after.
Okay, so once you have your back cinched up and your headliner in, you can go ahead and start working on your front. Just be very careful with these, and just know they are very finicky to start the thread. I don't want you cross-threading any bolts.
He's going to talk about the difficulty. We did everything we can, and Coy did everything he could to make this as easy as possible, but getting all this to kind of sit back, you definitely want to leave your T25s loose and kind of like force your headliner in from the back to the front and from the front to the back, to where when you tighten up your 1/2 inch, are these 5/16?
The 3/8. No, 5/16.
5/16 2-inch bolts?
Yeah.
When you tighten these up, you want this to be shoved as far forward this way and as far forward this way as possible when you snug that up, and then you will go back and tighten all your T25s, right, Coy?
Yeah.
All right. Tightening up all the T25s now. Across the headliner. There's gonna be, how many? 6 on the front?
Yeah, it's gonna be 6 on the front, 2 in the back.
Perfect. completes that part. Tightening the front ones now. Front parts that we pushed over in the beginning. All right, your factory harness that we give you guys, which is our power wire, comes out of the box, and we're gonna show you that it feeds forward and goes to the hood where your power is and where you'll connect your power kit. You will also run your switch panel power for the cab models to the front display as well, or the factory switch panel box that they give you there, and we'll show you that here in a sec as well. All right, guys, we are doing the plug for the front switch panel. You're gonna plug it into your panel here if it's not already plugged in. So there's a little specified clip insert here. We'll plug that in, then we're gonna run this cord forward to the front display module that the factory unit has. First step in wiring up your underneath your hood of your CFMOTO, guys, is basically turning on the factory bus bar. There's two plugs here that John is going to show you where to connect. You need to connect these to basically make this live. If we could do that, John. Unplug that guy. All right, that's the first step, and now we're going to go over the second step of wiring next. All right, your next step is your relay box that you get. You get in our kit, you get your relay box, you get your breaker, and you get some wires that you're going to connect. We'll go over that right now. So your first one is going to be your, this is the ground, right?
Correct.
This is your ground wire to your relay box that we give you, and then this is your signal wire that tells this to close and activate power, which ultimately gets you power to our roof. I'll show you where they go. And then the power itself that we give you runs to your factory winch hot. This is a hot post that stays hot, which is why you need a relay. Otherwise, this would draw power all day. So the only time this will draw power is when your relay is fired on with your ignition. So that's the wiring there. Did I miss anything, John?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, so that's all set up. You can mount this wherever you want. We found this to be the nicest location here, the relay box, and you'll get all the hardware included. 10 mil socket is all you need for all this to mount your little screw here that holds your relay box, your breaker, 2 screws here, and then the rest of it will consist of pulling the wire down from your roof. If you got a wiring package, again, this is what's going to be included, and this isolates your power system for your roof from the factory system and protects it, makes it very clean, very simple install. So we got John in the cab here, and he's got a paint marker. Guys, this is going to be the only drilling required on this roof. We're drilling the entrance hole for the power wire going down to the hood and the exit hole. And John's going to mark where it goes, right about, probably about an inch from this factory bracket, center it. We want to make sure that the headliner covers it, and then we're going to do the lower hole as well, which will be covered by the fender. Right there, we're going to drill. And what we're going to use, John, can you remind me the grommets we're using?
It's a 1/2 inch by 3/4 grommet.
Perfect. And that's going to be, he's going to drill with a bit, guys, and then a step bit to clean the hole and put a grommet on there. What size bit are you starting with, John?
I'm starting with a 1/4 inch bit.
1/4 inch bit, and then he'll step up to clean the hole up, and then we'll put the grommet and then feed the wire through, guys. All right, grommet is installed in the lower portion, guys, and then you'll just kind of blow this out, get rid of your metal shavings. We're going to do the upper one now. We recommend safety goggles because you are drilling metal overhead, guys. Drill at your own risk. Perfect. We're going to step bit it just like we did the lower hole and clean it up and put the grommet in. All right, John is feeding the power wire down through, guys. And again, it's just a little bit of a process. If you've never done it before, just snake it, finagle it, wiggle it. There it is. He can see it, grab it. Sometimes you want to use like a hook tool. Sometimes you can grab it with your finger, but you're just going to pull it through. All right, John has done a marvelous job here. That's what it should look like after, guys. Run it through, down, snake through your pillar. Again, real clean. All of our harness comes fishnetted like this, very clean. And now we're ready to connect it to its power source, and that concludes that. Got Coy putting the back window panel bracket on. If you have a closed cab model, this will be necessary to seal your back window and our roof together, because as you remember, you could see the headliner and the opening of the inside of the back of the cab there. This seals it and contours here with the frame. 4 bolts, factory bolts again, guys. Real easy. Make sure it's nice and snug to seal the back of your cab there. So after you pull your wire through, you're gonna use the included connectors that we give you to connect your power to the left side of your relay here. So this is power in from your breaker. This is power out to your roof, and then your ground, you're gonna come down to your factory bus bar here and connect here, and you are all set. This roof is live and safely connected. Great job, John. So we're putting the factory panels back on, and we didn't show you how to take these off, but it is a very, very simple process. It's push pins on the bottom that come out, and then they just go back into little pressure grommets, and then there's a screw up here and a screw down here. All factory hardware, guys. We're just putting that back on and button her up. All right, so we are going to include a rear bracket with stud inserts on it to push through your factory box and mount your touch panel. So you'll take out your factory plastic switches, and basically from behind the headliner, you'll tuck it up. Wait, it went back here, right?
Yeah. Sure.
From behind, you'll tuck it back, push it through. It's got studs that you'll basically secure. And as we were doing the install, we figured this out, guys. So this may not look like it was included in the beginning, because it wasn't. We figured it out later, but this will be a standard part included for the Highland cab models. A little bracket with studs coming out to bolt your touch panel to.